Even monsters can love. Think about that for a moment. You might not agree with me. I would say that it is an arguable statement, but it feels right to me in my gut. I told this information to Gemini. I simply said, Hannibal Lecter, even monsters can love. And this is what Gemini said in return. It's one of the most chillingly fascinating aspects of Hannibal Lecter's character. His love, whether directed toward Clarice Starling or in the television adaptation Will Graham, isn't a redeeming quality that turns him into a traditional hero. Instead, it's a terrifying, consuming, and deeply distorted mirror of affection. Hannibal doesn't love by changing his nature. He loves by inviting the object of his affection to see the world exactly as he does. It raises a gripping question about human nature. Is a monster's love still love? Or is it just another form of consumption? And that is the end of what Gemini wrote. And now I'm thinking about other monsters, like Dean Koontz's book, Watchers. That was an incredible book. The movie, I have heard, is not worth watching and has nothing to do with the book. Just FYI. The monster in Watchers was fierce. It was scary. I don't usually get scared by books anymore. I get sickened. And I get grieved. And I get saddened. The monster in Watchers was the other. The first was Einstein, a dog, a most splendid dog. He could communicate with humans on what seemed like an adult level with what he had to work with. But he was raised in a lab along with the other. And the other hated that dog. The other wanted to tear that dog to shreds. And they were psychically linked. So that the dog could feel the monster coming. He could sense when it was getting closer, and they could get away. But in the end, as all things do happen, the monster ended up dying. And don't listen to this if you probably shouldn't have been listening to this if you wanted to read the book, but I'm getting ready to say something else here about the book. And that is, before the person killed the monster, do you know what he said? He cried out, "Kill me." And it makes me wonder, when I think about what we consider monsters. I remember in the book that they both enjoyed watching Mickey Mouse videos. I don't remember the other things they enjoyed. But I wonder how a monster feels inside. Is a monster capable of love? I think that they are. I think we all have it, the capability in us. Some people might love a bug that's in their cell with them. Some people might love all of humanity. Some people search all their life for love and never find it. Now I've got that song in my head by the Moody Blues, Nights in White Satin. Lonely man searches for love and has none, or something like that. Hannibal Lecter. You need to read the books. The movies are good, but they're not the same as the books. And there is a major difference in the ending of Hannibal in the book and in the movie. A major difference. And you really should read the book. And by the time that we got to the shocking ending of the movie, I was not shocked. I knew what was going to happen and what did happen, because that was his character. That was what he loved Clarice. And in the book, Jim and I said he loves by inviting the object of his affection to see the world exactly as he does. And I'm reminded of one particular little scene in the book near the end where Clarice says something. I think it's the word thanks. And he says, "Don't say thanks." Because he was proper and probably thought that thank you was more appropriate. And she said, "I will say thanks because I feel that way," and blah, 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 blah. And she goes on and explains why she is going to do that anyway. And he realized he could not contain her like a bug, and yet he loved her anyway. Oh no, it's almost 10 minutes and I'm probably going to lose this video because of it. Such is my camera. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.